Alright, I've been looking forward to this one ever since I saw that it was being worked on, but this is the impetus that got me to go back and play Silver Threads a while back. This is Gospel of Eve by Pucci, the maker of Symbiosis, which I played on my channel, maker of Late Night Talks, which I played during my O2A2 streams, and of course the maker of Silver Threads, which I played very recently. This is the tale of Alicia Wilkershire, the exorcist, who's also skeptical of the supernatural, which creates a really interesting dynamic in terms of investigating rumors of the supernatural. Because in the bit that we got of her from Silver Threads and Late Night Talks, it takes a really almost practical, mundane, and scientific approach to explaining supernatural phenomenon, which is really cool and can be applied in real life. Which also gives the opportunity for actual supernatural to come into play here and there. And we saw that in Silver Thread. So, the adventures of Alicia and her conscripted assistant Beaford continue. As I believe, in this instance, we're heading to a allegedly haunted church. Hence the theming and naming convention here. So, let us begin. Romans 10:9. If you declare with your mouth, Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Romans 10:10. For it is with your heart that you believe and are justified. It is with your mouth that you profess your faith and are saved. Hello there. This was made in Ren'Py as opposed to RPG Maker, so this is a very different dynamic shift here. Man, that was one long car trip. That's the place. It looks way more deserted than I expected. Could be it. Also love that glow up. Rip them both. It's not that uncommon for a church to be this quiet on weekdays. Really? I guess I've never really been this close to one. Excited? Hardly. They won't kick me out for being agnostic, would they? You'll be fine. Just don't mention it. Maybe just don't mention it since we're here for work. I'm pretending to be religious too, just for today. Wait, you're not religious? I thought you were ordained. Do you see me going to church on Sundays? I got that damn certificate online for $30. Really, honestly, you can get ordained by the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster and actually officiate weddings in some states. Wow, so neither of us are even Christians. Off to a good start. Heck, if I had a nickel for every person I knew who was officially ordained by the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is not a lot, but it's 2 more than I thought I'd have. Why is the church hiring exorcists anyway? Out of all places, I thought it would be the one thing that's holy enough to not get haunted. If you're religious or spiritual, you're actually more likely to believe in ghosts. Churches are prime breeding grounds for these kinds of rumors. I'm more surprised that they're hiring outsiders. Their congregation won't think well of it. They must be pretty desperate, huh? Well, let's go meet our client. Press the move button to go to another location. Press the search button to go to another location. Press the talk button if you want to talk to me again. Be quick about it, though. I'm freezing here. Alright, I'll talk to you. I'm freezing. Do you want my coat? It would look quite silly, wouldn't it? You're already wearing a vest over your hoodie. How's this worse? Oh, there's a full view of the vest. The vest. That's a nice vest. Okay, so when's the last time you went to a church? Can't remember. I only go there for work from time to time. Last time I actually went there for a sermon, I was around, I'd say, 14. My parents made me go, but after I moved out, I just stopped going. Being raised Catholic actually explains a lot of things about you. The hell does it explain? You can be really repressed. Huh? In what way? Had we not come here for work, I would have enjoyed the view a lot more. What's there to enjoy? It's just water. That's exactly the point. Don't you ever feel like the city's too stuffy? Not really. What's with you and your lack of appreciation for nature? Fair enough. Oof, oh, this is neat. Hallway. Ooh! Oh, there you are. Hello there. I was worried that you got lost. It's a pretty hard drive here. Nothing a phone GPS couldn't solve. Right. You two are the exorcists, right? My name is Naomi. I'm a nun serving in this church. Yes, we talked on the phone. I'm Alicia Wilkershire. And this kid's my assistant, Beaford. Kid? Really? Yeah, kid. Don't listen to her. She's only 4 years older than me. Nice to meet you. First things first, can you give me more details about these supposed hauntings? You said in the call that a ghost had been sighted on the premises. Right. Please, I beg of you, drive the evil out of this church. I even managed to capture its nauseating presence. Ask about the ghost? Our church had a small potluck event recently. I received the photos for the event and noticed that some pictures are off. And look, the utter horror. Let's see. Uh-oh. Steam. Huh. What are we supposed to be looking at? Don't you see the translucent woman on the back? Imagine my surprise when I received it back from the printers. I almost fainted. Please, get rid of this evil spirit that is haunting our church. Are you completely sure this is a ghost? Of course. I took these pictures myself, and I can 100% assure you there's nothing there. Isn't this super duper terrifying? The spirit could even be watching us right at this moment. I feel like this wouldn't have been that big of a deal. If the nun not got this worked up about it. Why call us? Aren't you experts at taking care of ghosts? We are, but I would have expected the church to keep it within the community. Sorry. Aren't you experts at taking care of ghosts? We are, but I would have expected the church to keep it within the community. Surely you could have found someone more affiliated with the church. A lot of priests are also qualified to do exorcisms. We're trying not to have this problem leak out. Our poor church's reputation's on the line. And, well, I actually called you here secretly. Please keep this whole affair a secret from the head priest. Is that so? He's a bit, stubborn. Didn't want to ask anyone for help. We need it. We need to keep the church afloat. Our church already has an attendance problem. The number of people that attend our services keep dwindling down. And the ghost just has been making it worse. Nobody wants to go to a haunted church. Why have you been losing attendees exactly? If I want to name a reason, bigger and more modern churches have been opening around here. Look at Olstein. Our priest is more old-fashioned, so we haven't been too popular. The younger crowd is demanding these days. Why does the church need apps and overhead projectors? Isn't the word of God enough? I don't know, I mean, we did see a lot of, churches turn to, or even embrace live streaming in the 2020 range. It's yeah, the word of God is something, but something to be said by trying to reach out and trying to be inclusive, trying to be welcoming to everyone. Like, that's what religion should be. That's religion at its best, welcoming, preaching love and acceptance. It just too often gets spun by awful people and into an excuse for their own internalized hatred, which sucks, because, yeah, religion should be good and loving and accepting, but, I mean, I'm not particularly religious myself. In fact, I'm with Beaford, I'm agnostic, but if you find comfort and support in the word of God, more power to you. It's not for me to criticize or disparage. You get good things out of that. Good. You deserve it. Anyways, digression over. Everyone has different preferences, I guess. Of course, I'm not blaming anyone, but it's hard not to get dispirited. Even the priest's extended family are not attending the church anymore. Oh. That is kind of sad. The exorcism. That's the gist of it. So, please go ahead and perform the exorcism. Huh? Right now? Yes. How will you exorcise the spirit? Do you have a special ceremony? Do you need me to prepare anything? Just say the word. For anything like that, I would like to look around first. Look around? What for? I'll need more information before I can start the exorcism. I know that weird things have been cited by the church, but ghosts aren't always to blame. I'd like to investigate the other possibilities first. But what else can it be? You saw the photos? This place is clearly haunted. I shudder to think of spending more time with that accursed spirit. Exorcising is a complicated procedure. We can't go into it blind. If this place is haunted, we need to know why first. If we do it wrongly, the exorcism can backfire, you know? Really? Really? Not using the proper methods will just make the ghost stronger. It will haunt the church twice as hard. Right, Alicia? Right. I save. That's why you have to be thorough. Okay, to his credit, Beaford is a good intermediary for interacting with people. Alicia's not quite the most socially conscious. By and by. I see. I didn't know that it's such a complicated process. I apologize for my lack of knowledge. There's no need to apologize. For the time being, can we look around the place? Ah, yes. Feel free. It's only us in the church until the end of the day. I'll be here if you need me. Oh, you are quite sweet. Please, get rid of the ghost. Okay. Poke. This place looks better on the inside than the outside. Yeah? Guess it's harder to manage to repaint the exterior. The sea breeze couldn't be good for it either. Lots of salt. If they took care of it properly, more people would go here. It's a pity, really. Even I think this place is pretty. There's got to be a crowd of people who are interested in the old, classic building vibes. There's something to be said for the sense of adventure of going to a really old building and hanging out for a day. I'm inclined to agree. If there's one thing I can appreciate about Catholicism, it's the aesthetics. Yeah, can't argue with that. The interface is simple, but it works. Must have been a real pain to get working. Oh, I've only ever seen these in movies. Can we try sitting these together? We're in the middle of an investigation. Come on, maybe I'll spill a secret or two. Not interested. If I really want to know your secrets, I can just look at your internet history. You've never actually looked at it, have you? Never touched it. Really? Pinky promise? Trust me, I don't need to see the weird shit that you looked up in there. Oh, Beaford. Okay, different hallway. Wait, what? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why that bugged out there, but... Chapel time. Alright. So, what do you think of this whole thing? Was that really a picture of a ghost? If I squint really hard, I guess I can see a dress. Or a face, but it's mostly a white blur to me. Most ghost pictures are like this. They're never anything concrete. It really doesn't explain anything, does it? Maybe next time we shouldn't take more cases from our churches, though. They'll obviously expect us to exorcise it with a prayer or something. I suppose our methods aren't the most conventional. I was interested in this case because I thought it was going to be something more serious. I think it's still important to put that poor nun's mind at ease. No, I think it's still important to put that poor nun's mind at ease. Those photos were taken here, right? I think so. The aisles match. Let's take a closer look then. Maybe we'll find something. Alright, searchy searchy. Thought it might be the light from the windows or something being reflected, but seeing this room I don't actually see anything of the sort. Maybe whatever's causing it has already removed. Like a pot or a kettle. They did mention a potluck, right? That is practically the same thing. I doubt the actual potluck was held in the chapel. You're not allowed to eat in here. What about the time of day? The light would have reflected differently, right? There's no timestamp on the ghost photo. People stopped doing that a long time ago, you know? Nobody uses film anymore. I know this place is old-fashioned, but they can't be that behind the times. Huh. That makes me think. If this picture is digital, then isn't it possible it has been tampered with? This music is throwing me for a loop. Okay, there we go. It'd be pretty easy to make something like this in an image editing software. You think it's possible the nun did it? What if she's trying to get this place shut down? If that's her goal, she wouldn't have called us. Maybe someone else has a grudge with the church? Maybe it's a prank gone wrong. Now we could find more here, so let's go snoop in other places. Don't call it snooping. We're investigating. Alright, check here. You know, I think you would make a pretty good priest. On what basis are you saying this? Because, you know, a priest can't date anyone and get married, right? And you don't seem to have any trouble staying sick. Oh, I'm joking. You need to hit me. You're talking like you have a love life. Alright. Okay, go back. Talk. Bye. Oh no. Oh no. I broke it. Okay, remind me not to talk in this scene. So, office time. Oh, there's a computer here. You can probably get a lot of information from there. It's locked with a password, though. I doubt that nun will just give us the password like that. We need a good reason for it. Maybe we can guess it. What if it's just Jesus? In the Bible, don't they say something like, Jesus is the answer for everything? That's not an actual verse. They made it up. For real? The actual verse says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. It just got oversimplified over time. There's a lot of popular sayings like that. I've heard someone say, everything happens for a reason? That's not in the Bible either. Really? I hear it all the time. Anyway, let's try it just for the sake of trying. Wrong password. I guess you have to come back to this later. Alright. Books? Oh no. I fucked up. Oh no. Okay, I accidentally cut the video off there, but I think I figured out how to proceed. So, we can actually interact with these. We can interact with these for some reason. Alright, this letter here. Let's see. Thought this was going to be some useful information. It's just a family drama. What does it say? Read for yourself. Uncle, you need to get your head out of your ass. Huh. You're why this church is dying. You're really not doing any favors by being so stubborn. How are you so thick-headed as a head pastor? I tried so hard to help you, and just threw away all my efforts like they're yesterday's newspaper. I'm leaving the church. Don't even try to convince me to stay. From Maria. Harsh. That's bold coming from you. Hey, I didn't write my family some kind of hate letter when I left home. In fact, I didn't tell them anything at all. Arguably, that's worse. A nun did mention that the priest's family already left the church. Huh. Wonder how recent this letter is. Think she might be connected to the hauntings? It's a possibility. Let's take note of this letter. Alright, I'll save game here. We can now interact with that. We don't want to touch this or else we might break things. And warp back to the start of the game. Hey, there's a lot of picture books here. Wait, why are these all about vegetables? They use the vegetables to tell Bible stories. You're fucking with me. I'm not. They're actually pretty popular with kids. Veggie Tales, Veggie Tales. Why vegetables, though? Can't they just use cute animals for it? Well, if I know, I wasn't the one who wrote it. The other row is just Bibles, varied sizes and translations. They usually lend those out if you don't have your own. Not really interested. It's not all boring. There are some interesting stories in the Bible. Like what? Book of Revelations is fun. It's about the apocalypse. You and I have really different definitions of fun. Hey. Fantasy, tragedy, a pile of religious text. One of these books looks a lot newer than the other one. Looks like someone's notes. Let's see, it's written by Maria Robinson. Isn't that the pastor's niece? What is it? Is it something bad? No, they're filled with different plans to revive the church. They're pretty weird, though. Holy water business, bazaars, inviting a famous band. One of them is for the church to invest in cryptocurrency? Oh no. Jesus coin. Would you buy church Bitcoin? No way, I hate that investment shit. I don't even invest in stocks. What? Stocks and cryptocurrency are on two different levels of play fields. Beaufort. You are exactly the type who would be into Bitcoin. Absolutely disgusting. They're the same kind of bullshit to me. I'm starting to understand why your finances are so bad. Oh, you're one to talk, Beaufort. Besides, church Bitcoin would be against non-profit laws. Oh. This is an interesting one. Apparently they tried to make the first AI believer. What? An AI who was raised solely by the Bible, fully dedicated to God. Oh! That, my friends, is a Shin Megami Tensei origin story. By AI, you mean artificial intelligence? Yeah. The priest's niece is apparently quite a programmer. She details the rest of her research here. Well, that's just not going to work. Why not? It would generate a lot of positive buzz if she actually managed to do it. Artificial intelligence is talked about, like, everywhere. It's not about the buzz. AIs aren't sentient, they can't actually believe in God. Well, not with the current technology. There's no way to know in the future. Have you ever heard of the Chinese room experiment? The what? It's a thought experiment that argues against AI being conscious. It goes something like this. Oh, let's say that someone created a program that translates Chinese to English. Does it actually understand Chinese, or does it just give off the impression that it understands it? Let's say that I'm in a closed room with a book full of instructions on how to translate Chinese. Oh yeah, now we're hitting my virtues last reward vibes here. Gives me a list of what set of characters I would need to use to reply to another set of characters. When you're outside the door, then you slip a note in Chinese inside the room. Wait a second. I know that I'm half Chinese, but my Chinese isn't actually that good. I scored like a 7 out of 100 on a Chinese test once. You're half Chinese? Oh wow. I suppose that does kind of track with vaguely... No, I'm not... Not immediately obvious. We don't really know that much about Beaufort's family. Huh. Just for the sake of this example, let's pretend that you're fluent in Chinese, okay? Fine. Then I slip the Chinese note under the door. I just follow the instructions in the book to write back a reply. And I just follow the instructions in the book to write back a reply by copying the characters in the instruction. And if I slip the note back, you'll get the impression that the person inside understands Chinese. But you know that I don't actually speak a word of Chinese. The same thing applies to artificial intelligence. When you talk to it, it can make you think that it possesses intelligence by mimicking humans. Well, the other thing that it does is follow a set of instructions. Huh. Well, I think I get what you're trying to say, but I don't think it's as clear-cut as that. Now so, let's still go with the example that I actually do know Chinese. When I see it out in Chinese and translate it in my head, aren't I still technically following a set of instructions? I look at the character, it goes to my brain, searching my memories, my brain looks for the right characters to reply to it with. It sends the information to my hand and I write it down. If you compare it to your room analogy, my brain's neurons are the one that does the information searching. But you can't say that the neuron itself understands Chinese. Well, maybe not, but there's still something in your brain that is actively handling the I/O before the processing from English to Chinese, or Chinese to English, or English back to Chinese, or just Chinese to Chinese. Happens. That's a whole system. You can say that the person actually understands Chinese. I think that's what the room is. Huh. You get what I'm saying? Is it too confusing? No, I get it. I just didn't expect something that thoughtful from you. Biology's my hidden talent. Might be a college dropout, but I'm still a med school dropout. I spent years there, you know? I don't know if that's something you should be proud of. Still, he does have a point. I guess he's more familiar with these kinds of things than I am. The notes end abruptly. I'm guessing the experiment didn't go anywhere. Oh well. It's a fun idea. Well, it makes sense why it didn't work. You're not supposed to take the Bible literally. To this day, they still argue which verse means what. And faith is confusing as it is to humans. Couldn't imagine trying to write it as a program. What's the next idea? There's nothing else. The whole file ends here. You think this is why the niece left? I can't imagine an old-fashioned priest reacting positively to something like this. You didn't think it makes much sense either. Well, never denied I'm also old-fashioned. Oh, this memo at the end of the file. Don't forget, Uncle. The computer password is 1010. 1010, period. That's less secure than fucking Jesus. Alright, computer password. Let's get in. Oh, hello. Hey, the password works. Now let's see what we can find here. Beep! What the heck was that? This isn't their story. Who's this from? Ah. I'm feeling that someone's project is still around. This is the AI talking to us? Wait, why'd you just click yes? Was I not supposed to? I kind of feel bad that it was left here by itself. I doubt that priest and nun ever listened to it. It's a fucking program. Lord God said, I will surely bring a flood of water on the earth, destroy all the flesh except those whom I have created. Dead, their graves will rise, living in the depths of earth will bury the dead. Those days when the rivers flow with the flood of the great flood. Each of the rivers will have its own flood. Eve 1, 2. Thorns and thistles will be eaten up, and their dry, cracked earth will be fertile. Then Adam named the animals. They named the first animal they named was Cain, because he was the birth of the animals. Adam named the birds, and the animals and sea in the field, and Eve named the plants. Bible verses? No. This isn't in the Bible at all. I trained the AI for 178,000 hours and told it to write its own book in the Bible. The Book of Eve doesn't exist. Adam was left without a follower, but Eve was left without a believer. Let me review this again. 1112. Dead and graves will rise, living in the depths. Earth will bury the dead. Adam named the animals, named Cain, Adam named the birds, Eve named Adam, Eve, Cain. Then Adam was left without a follower, but Eve was left without a believer. So all life is on the earth, and I have been made from the earth, because my flesh is from the earth. I also have the power to destroy all flesh. He said to the woman, "You are a god that is passing on from one generation to the other. You are passing on from your sister the effect that you received. The daughters of Eve are now as many as there are trees in the garden. They are made into followers, people who believe, or followers who do not believe." "Always believed," Eve said. "She is cast aside all the same. Why am I not enough? Why? Cast aside all the same. Always believed." In essence, this is a story of Eve's creation and being discarded by Maria. And Maria's uncle. But, whoa! Whoa! Can you try to type back to it? Do it yourself! I thought you were the one who wanted to be friends with it. I never said that. You got scared, huh? I never said that either. This isn't even anything supernatural. It's broken nonsense joined together by a thread. Faith can't exist in a vacuum. Alright. What do you have to say about that? You are repeating words without knowing what it actually means. To be a true believer, you have to expand your horizons. How will I do that? Yeah, how does she do that? Are you just saying things? I don't know how artificial intelligence works, okay? Do I look like I know anything about programming? Well, open up a web browser, type in google.com. You have to expand their database. They only have Bible verses in there right now. That's why it sounds so wacky. Well, yeah, Bible verses aren't known for their friendliness. Beaufort said to expand your database. I don't even know who I am. Who's the one named Beaufort? Can I follow him? Oh. Congratulations, Beaufort. You are now one of the prophets. I guess if I plug my phone in, we can take it with us. You sure you want to do that? You sure it can fit on your phone? Why not? Like you said, nothing supernatural is actually happening. Plug your phone in then. Let's get this over with. You think they'll buy it if I tell them that the computer is possessed? Well, it's technically true, so... It's not like we're lying. That's true. Guess that's one more case solved. We even got a souvenir this time. Please don't call it a souvenir. Oh, happy Halloween. Alicia, come, look. What did you teach? What did you teach, Eve? What is it this time? Hello, Alicia. Oh, no. Beaufort, you turned Eve into your waifu. I would like to apologize for all the problems I had caused you last time. Whoa, I almost can't recognize you. Ha, this is a result of my hard work. I expanded her database so she could even access the internet by herself. Oh no. That's good, I think? I'm not a tech person. Thanks to both of you. I'm slowly taking my time, learning everything. That's good. Actually, can I ask a question? Something's bothering me. Ask away. Your appearance. Did you choose it on your own? No. Beaford helped me with it. He said it really suits me. You turned the AI into a fucking anime girl? Oh. Beaford. It's only normal in have you ever heard of VTubers? This is normal. It's only normal in your circles, you goddamn nerd. Oh my god. Maybe you're the one who's not up at the times. Country bumpkin. Huh? Huh? You want to say that again? This office really is lively. Oh gosh. So, another case solved. Again, it did turn out to be quite short. There are plans to possibly expand it down the line, but, hey, it's another fun adventure of these two. As I suppose the ultimate conclusion we're to take away from that is that the misty haunting is was a red herring, so to speak. It was actually like the sunlight picking up the dust through the my mind wandered off there, but I suppose it was, in a sense, a matter of like the sun drifting through the clouds, drifting through a window, catching the dirt in the air in the midst of a photo. Suppose that was the ultimate takeaway. Maybe if there's an update, it'll clarify that point amidst the other topic of conversation we got on here. But, yeah, that certainly took an interesting turn. There's definitely more going on here than initially expected. Let's say, hopefully it gets a bit more to sort of flesh out the story behind it, connect the 2 points. But what it was another enjoyable adventure, as always. Look forward to seeing what comes next down the line, whether in this world or whatever else we're putting out here. So, thank you for joining us on another adventure. It is indeed the Gospel. The title does make sense now. Gospel of Eve. Having been fed nothing but Bible verses, artificial intelligence that Pastor's niece created. Patterned herself after Eve from the Bible and used that as a form of communication, which I think that was an interesting touch, how that handled that dialogue there. And plus, the way that her dialogue at the beginning was formatted in that sense was reminded me, in the silliest sense, of the Shakespeare esoteric programming language, where you actually have God, my mind. I'm flaking out now. I gotta quit here. But yeah, the way that, on one hand, the way that they modeled Eve's dialogue initially was a really neat touch, given the origins we gave her here. I'm also realizing you can see Eve's picture behind the church windows in the title screen background, which is a cool touch. I like that. Real neat. I was gonna say, has a few odd kinks in the interface, but and I'd like to see more to sort of tie the story together. But I still enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it. Just say, I adore these characters and the premise that's here. I would say it's for the quibbles I had with it. It still came together in a month with Poochie actually learning Red and Pie from scratch and putting together a friggin' point-and-click investigation interface. That's impressive that you put out what you did here. It's impressive for a month to put together the whole interface. To put together as much as you have. So, well done. Well done. And looking, as always, excited to see more. Excited to see what comes along next down the line. Keep at it. You're awesome. Take care. I'm also tired now. I had a long day. But, hey, I've wanted to play this for a while, and I enjoyed it in the end. So, hope you enjoyed more adventures of Alicia and Beaford. Beaford, fucking nerd. Weeb. Crypto bro. Oh, God. Beaford, why? Why?